it's always a pleasure to welcome my next guest. He's a champ too in my book. One of the great voices. Will you welcome Tom Jones? How are you, boy? All right?
Very good, yes, lovely.
Listen, you don't know this. Dolly Parton was on the show a couple of weeks back. Don't
Yeah.
think you saw it because you're probably in the States. And she said, now this came out of the blue. She said that she was out with some girlfriends in Los Angeles. They'd had a couple of drinks.
Right.
And just for the hell of it, they thought they would do something wild. And she, Dolly Parton, told me on this show that she streaked across your lawn in Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's right.
How you know about it?
Yeah, she told.
But she said that you weren't there or something.
No, I wasn't there, but she told me later because we did a show together. Because she used to have a variety show on television there in the States. So she told me about it, and I said, "Well, I was there, you see, but I wasn't out on the lawn. I was in the house."
What a pity.
Yeah, but I thought it was an eclipse. I thought, you know.
You ought to check your security.
Yeah.
You know the video?
I know.
It may be on it.
Be great, wouldn't it?
Oh, what? do you get lots of that? Let me qualify that question. Do you get ladies doing daft things, running across your lawn, across your green grass?
Oh, yeah. Well, I had a wall built around the front of the house because I bought the house from Dean Martin, and it was open. The front of it was all lawn, and people would be, I mean, every other day people would be picnicking on the lawn and bloody... So I had to have a wall built, you know.
You haven't had a stalker yet, have you? If you pardon that expression.
No.
what I mean...
You're regularly, yeah.
I've got this lady keeps turning up at the house, you know, running around, and I say to her, Camilla, go home, Camilla. You've met Dolly Parton and you know Dolly.
Yeah, we did a few shows
Who's the
together.
most exciting, because you meet all these movie people, you see, you go to these... Who's the most exciting female actress that you've seen or met?
Elizabeth Taylor was very interesting, because when she was married to Richard Burton, you know, I met the two of them in Germany.
Richard Burton leads me to something. There's Richard Burton, Anthony Hopkins, and now there's it's Jones the actor all of a sudden. You made another movie.
Yeah, I did a movie with Angelica Houston called The Mammy.
What do you play in that?
I play myself.
Oh.
And it's set
in... Is that hard work, Tom?
Yeah, it is, yeah. I had to think about it anyway, but it's supposed to be set in the 60s, 1967, in Dublin. And she is a Tom Jones fan, you know.
This is Angelica Houston?
Angelica Houston, yes.
When they eventually, as they surely will do one day, when they eventually make the Tom Jones story... Who do you see playing the young Tom Jones? I mean, Joe Pasquale wouldn't be right, would he? With that voice.
Well, I think that the guy that's around today that's definitely got the enthusiasm, you know, is Robbie Williams. Because I did a duet with Robbie on the Brits Award.
Yeah, he loved it. He was telling me he really enjoyed it.
So he had the leathers on, you know, and he was doing me to me. So he's got all that going for him. I suppose you'd have to put a curly wig on or something, but he's definitely got the enthusiasm for it. Wait a minute, though. If they did the Des O'Connor show, I mean the Des O'Connor story, excuse me.
If they do that, what you mean, a movie?
Yeah, the movie. Yeah.
Des O'Connor movie.
Well, who would play you? Do you think?
No question. Tom Cruise. There's no one else. No one else could do this.
Well,
only Tom Cruise.
When you think about it, you got you know this.
Listen, I was just thinking. I was just trying to work out. I said, you know, all the guests over the years, you know, we've enjoyed this little chit chat you and I have, and we don't rehearse, and we just see what happens. And I probably know you as well as any of the big names that have been going around the year. I mean, people don't know that you and I shared a dressing room. We've actually shared a dressing room. And this girl ran in one day, a fan ran in, and we're both standing with practically nothing on. And this girl ran in, and she looked at Tom and she went, oh. And she looked at me and she went, ah. Tom, I know you come back and you obviously, when you can, you get down to Wales. Can you, though, can you be Tom, the boy from way back? Can you go to the local pubs? Can you just have a quiet drink?
Well, not a quiet drink, but I wouldn't want to. You know, when I go back to Pontypridd, which is my hometown, I see the fellas that I grew up with, and, you know, we go on a bit of a pub crawl.
Once a Welshman, always a Welshman.
Yeah.
It's interesting reading some stuff even that I didn't know about you. I didn't know, for instance, I didn't know you brought the local phone box from Treforest.
Yeah.
It's very interesting there. Why?
Well, it was at the end...
And you took it back to the States, right?
Yeah, it was at the end of our street, in Laura Street. I grew up in a street called Laura Street, and that was our phone. You know, it was at the end of the street. Nobody had a telephone in their houses in those days.
Didn't Linda and you used to court in that?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
used to do a bit of necking in that.
Well, yeah.
You've said your family started in that box, not literally.
Yeah, it did literally, yeah.
But you've said so much of your life revolved around that box that you had to have that phone box.
That's right.
Yeah.
It was because when it rains, you know, which it does a lot in Wales. So, you know, when we'd be courting as kids, we grew up together, my wife and myself, and we would get into that telephone box when it was raining. So.
You're going to sing a song for us in a moment here called "The Vaults of Heaven."
Yeah, The Vaults of
What's
Heaven.
the story about? That's an Andrew Lloyd Webber song.
Yeah, it's from the musical that he did called "Whistle Down the Wind." Yeah. So the CD is coming out with all pop singers doing different songs.
Right, you're going to sing this song for us now. By the way, go home and check that security video.
I will, definitely. You know, I didn't think about that.
No, and if Dolly is running around...
Yeah.
Anyway, right. You're going to sing for us now?
Yeah.
Tom Jones is going to sing Vaults from Heaven. Tom, thank you so much for coming in again. Tom Jones,